Hi everyone, welcome to Workplace TV. Today let's talk about a topic that might be a bit challenging for some of you to accept and therefore apply as the law seems to require. Let me paint the picture for you. Let's suppose that the XYZ company has an applicant for a position that seems qualified for the job and the only thing left to do is the background check. While the background check is pending, the applicant informs the HR manager that they're in the process of transitioning from male to female. The HR manager relays this information to the operations manager of the company with whom the applicant is supposed to work. And 5 days later, the applicant is notified that the position has been cut due to budget restrictions. This is not, however, what the applicant was told by the company's EEO counselor. The EEO counselor told the applicant that the position was filled with someone who was farther along in the background investigation process. The applicant, not surprisingly, filed a discrimination charge against the company alleging sex discrimination. So, what do you think? Was this applicant discriminated against? Assuming the applicant was not hired because of their gender identity or transgender status, did the company violate the law? The answer is yes. According to the EEOC, the Supreme Court, and many of the federal courts, employees may bring discrimination claims under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 based on their transgender or gender identity. Looking back to a U.S. Supreme Court decision issued back in 1989, the court held that discrimination based on the basis of gender stereotype is sex-based and therefore in violation of the law. According to the various federal courts that have also ruled on this issue, Title VII bars not just discrimination because of biological sex, but also gender stereotyping, failing to act and appear according to expectations defined by gender. More recently, the EEOC has issued an opinion letter stating that when an employer discriminates against someone because they are transgendered, the disparate treatment is related to the sex of the victim. This includes when a person is allegedly discriminated against because the employer and/or employees or even customers are uncomfortable with or dislike the fact that the person is transitioning from one sex to another, or that he or she expressed their gender in a non-stereotypical fashion. Employers, managers, and employees heed the EEOC's warning. If you're ever challenged on this issue, it looks as though both the EEOC and the federal court system, including the Supremes, will be in support of a gender identity or transgender discrimination claim under the law. Here's one more thing to know. Everything I just said refers to federal law. If I were you, I'd look into your state law as well. Several states, which of course includes California, provide direct protections for these individuals. I'm Lisa Yankowitz, and that's what you need to know today.